What's up, guys? It's Fett here again, and a little bit of handheld style here with the white wolf in the background. It's Sunday, and this video is going to come out tomorrow, and I've been pretty busy most of the day, but it's time for a new unboxing video, so let's roll the intro. So, it's the indie box, and let's actually open it and figure out which month this here actually is. I am a little bit behind. This here was for customs, so just have to take a look at it and see what it actually is. So this here's Jotun Valhalla edition. Let's pop that out. And as always, in the bottom here of this here case, there is underneath here the key if you don't want to open this here, but we're just going to push that aside and take a look at this here. So I think this here is September, the late September. And we actually already know what November is. It says Helicon 6. So I already have that game, and I don't have this game, so I'm actually excited to play this here. So let's open it up and see what's inside, other than the game. So, if you don't know what the indie box is, the indie box is pretty much a loot crate and many other types of subscriptions, where you can subscribe for a monthly fee or a bi-monthly, or I think you can actually go to 6 months or a yearly fee, and you get a crate case, whatever you would call it, with a game, an indie game, and it's always guaranteed to be DRM free in most cases. I haven't actually seen. So as you can see right here, you get a nice case, old school. They are trying to hold down a size style. First, when the indie box started out, it actually was different sizes depending on what holds in. So I think that this here is probably the normal size, but I do think it's probably going to change. This here is the first edition. There is normally a box number on it, but I don't think this here has one. System requirements is here. It is, of course, indie game, 1.8 gigahertz, 4 gigabytes of RAM, DirectX 10 compatibility, of graphics cards with at least 256 memory bandwidth. That means pretty much a potato can run this game here. So, 8 gigs of storage. It has control support. It has soundtrack. It has achievements, and it's a single player game. So yeah, great box. Love the art style. This here is made by Thunder Lotus, so that's interesting. So let's actually open it up and check out what's inside. Ooh, nice keychain, a figure, and ooh, they actually are now doing disc like this here. Oh, this here is actually great. And you can actually take this out here and then have that game included soundtrack. Oh, they're really beefing up the style here. Blu-ray case here in black, or see-through probably. Well, let's take a look at the accessories here. We have a Jotun the Valhalla edition keychain here. We have a figure here, which we're gonna take a look at. I think I'm just gonna, pop this here out this way. And let's see, can I do that? Yes, great. And I'm guessing, is her hand? little bit tight this here. Excuse me, I'm a little bit, I'm not sick, just the weather is changing, so there we go. Just need to squeeze the hand a little bit without breaking it. So there we have it. Nice texture, good feel to it. Stands pretty well. Yeah, cool. So we have that. We have a keychain, which is leather, or leatherish, I think. Let's open it up and actually take a look at it. Throw that away. Ooh, yeah, it is a piece of leather. This here is actually braided, so it's stuck. I think it's glued on or something. Pretty nice texture to it, so that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at what's inside here. So they don't have any sealing on here, so that's great. Just pop it out. We have, of course, this here was actually missing from my box before, last month's edition. The IndieBox normally has a sticker with their own, the IndieBox, and then it's the theme of the game, as you can see right here. That's normally included. We have, of course, a great manual. We have the soundtrack, which I think is a real soundtrack disc. And we have the game here, which is the DRM-free copy normally. And they actually have a really nice push system to it. You know, the ones that normally break for doing transitions there, that's something I hate. This here is actually pretty good. It's just pops out pretty easy and nice. And the disc is really nice cover to it. So that's the official soundtrack. And that is the installation disc, as you can see right here. And I think this here is, don't know if it's MP3 files or if it's actually, they have switched a little bit around it. I think it's not up to them, it's more up to the developer how they deliver it. But normally I like actually just original CDs. And then you can make through that with the quality, depending on what compression type you want. You can make FLAC, Mac format, or MP3 files through it. And sometimes they also, when you install or redeem the game, you also get a digital copy, so you actually don't have to use all this here. I don't know if this here is going to actually include that. So let's take a look at the manual. The manual, as we know from it, is, well, again, it's changed. The manual is more of a horizontal format. This here is more standard booklet. And we have, again, nice clear text, easy to read. We have a controller scheme. We have how the mouse system works. And we have a little bit of story. We have some nice pictures. I would have loved a little bit of more, like, especially for something like this here, a picture where it's showing something. I would actually like the whole page for something like that, even though it might be a waste of space. But something like that is better, instead of having to look at those small pictures. That's at least my opinion here. But great quality, great printing, and yeah, we have pretty much Odin here. We have some functions here. We have the soundtrack list here. There's 20 tracks on it. That's also cool. That is actually included here. And of course, Thunder Lotus Games credit, and we have the IndieBox credit, because this here is a collaboration with the IndieBox and, of course, the developers. So, that is Jotun, the Valhalla edition. I haven't played the game at all, but again, as I can see, or as you can see, it is definitely worth the small fee to get something like this here and opening it up and having such a great thing. And the great thing with the IndieBox is that I've been a subscriber since I missed the 2 first months of subscription when they started out, and I've seen them develop and constantly evolve, and that's the pleasure of still being a fan, a supporter of them, and just constantly seeing them. Well, I really like this here, and also the accessories here, and they're starting out to have a great format with the box, so you can predict how you want to put them up on your shelf or stack them or how to store them. So that's pretty much it for me here.